Hi, today we are going to see how to manage the date time in data table while reading the data from Excel. To do this, we are going to use two major activities. The one is date time parse through data table and show data table. Before that, I am Bala Reva. Welcome to Bala Reva UiPath YouTube channel. Please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon. Your subscribe makes me to create more videos and components. To do this, first we need to install the package. Go to Manage and Packages and select All Packages and type Balareva EC Data Table and select the package, and the version should be 3.0.1 and install the package. So I'm going to drag a sequence. Let us see the sample data. So this is our sample data. So here we have a column date1 and date1-dup, that means duplicate. So I have duplicated the previous column, okay, the data1, and it has a duplication of data1 duplication, and date2 and duplication of date2, date3 duplication of date3, date4 duplication of date4, date5 and duplication of date5. Okay, here I have specified various format of the date. Here you can see I have specified month, date, year using slash, and in the date 2 I have specified month dot date dot year, and the date 3 year hyphen month hyphen date, and the date 4 date hyphen month of 3 characters and year of 2 characters, that means the last 2 digit, and finally date hyphen month hyphen year. So in this case, how we are going to manage the data in data table? First, we need to read the information from the Excel. To do this, we use Excel application scope, and inside the Excel application scope we use the read range activity. Okay, application integration Excel, and inside we can able to see the read range activity. So first we need to select the XLX file, and after that in the read range we have to specify the output variable. It should be data table variable. Already I have created the data table variable called DT table. Okay, and in the Balareva EC data table package you can able to see the show data table activity. What it does, it will show the values what it has in the data table. For example, already I have read everything in the data table, so I am going to give the data table as an input property, and this activity is having only one input property. It's called data table. Here you have to pass the data table. Okay, so before that I'll close the Excel file, and in the Excel file it has a various format of the dates. I'm going to run the process. See, here all the date columns are stored in a month, date, year format. All the columns are month, date, year along with hour, minutes and seconds. The hour, minutes, seconds all are 0. Okay, and when you double click into the column you can able to see the column data type. So all the column data types are object. See, normally when you read the information from Excel using read range activity, all the columns are object types. Okay, so the real thing is we are going to change the column data type here. Okay, and here the format is all are the same. All the formats are having month, date, year, hour, minutes, seconds. Okay, So now we are going to change all the column data type as date time. Let us see how we are going to change. To change this one, you have to use date time parse to data table activity. So in this activity, if you know column index, you can give the column index. It's an array, int array. So in that case, you can able to parse multiple columns. And if you know the column name, you can able to give the column name also. But you have to give any one. You have to give column index or column name. So here we are very familiar with the column index. So in that case, we are going to give the column index here like this way. Okay. And after that, you have to give the date format. So what is the date format? The date format, not from here. What you have seen in the show data table. Actually, it showed month, date, year, hour, minutes and seconds. So that is the format. You have to mention it here. Okay, so I'm going to give the double quotes month, it's a 2-digit, and slash date slash year 1 2 3 4 space hour and minutes and seconds. Okay, so again I'm going to use the show data table because after the conversion we have to see, and you have to give the output data table. So here I'm going to create a new data table. It's called dt output. Okay, and it's also a data table, and I'm going to change the scope. In the dt output, you have to give the output property, and in data table, yes, the input data table is dt table. Okay, and I'm going to change the data table input to output data table. Okay, let us see how it's going. So before that, I'll close the sample file. So I'm going to execute the process. This is before the conversion, and close it, and you can see after the conversion you will have only the date, not along with the time. So see, here is first month and 15 is the date and 2003 is the year. And also when you double click into the cell, you can able to see the data type as date and time. It is not an object. See, in the duplication column it has an object. And also we can check in the date 2. Okay, and the date 2 is having a first month 15th and 2003. Okay, and we can check here is having a 12th month 26 2001, and here you have 2001 12th month 26. Okay, it's working well. So this is the way you can able to convert the object data to date and time. Okay, in case I am having an empty value in the Excel file, for example, I'm going to remove these two values. Okay, here we have a blank cell. What it happens? Let us see. I'm going to execute the process. This is before conversion. Yes, after the conversion it's giving an error. Okay, so in that case you stop the workflow. Okay, and here you have a property called on continue on error. You have to set it as true. Okay, now I'm going to execute the same process, and this is before the conversion. And now you can able to see after the conversion, you can able to see the blank value. That means it add null. Okay, but In some situation, you have to add a default value for the null. Okay, if it is a null, we have to add some default value. How we can do this? Okay, and here you have a property called null value, and here you have to give the null value in a string, but the format is the input format. What is the input date format you gave here? The same format you have to give the default value. For example, I am going to give 09/26/2020 space 0000:00. So you have to give the same format. What is the format you have mentioned in the date format for property? The same format you have to give here. Okay, I'm going to execute the process. Let us see the output. Okay, this is before the conversion, and this is after the conversion. And after the conversion, see, the duplication column is having an empty null value, and here you can able to see the default value for the null. When you double click here, it's a data type. Okay, and sometimes if you have some invalid data, like for example you have something like this. Okay, this is invalid data. So in this case, if you have an invalid data, it will add the null value. You can see with an example. Okay, so already I saved the Excel file. I'm going to close this one. I'm going to run the process. And this data table before the conversion, see, it has an invalid value like DSF. I'm going to close this one, and now you can see it will add the null, that means a blank. When you have an invalid data, it won't affect the process. So this is one of the way we can able to convert the object type or a string type to date type format. Okay, and in the read range, you have a property called preserve format. When you use the preserve format, the output is entirely changed. Okay, we can see how to manage this one. So I'm going to create another sequence. Okay, and here I'm just going to do a copy paste. Okay, and here I'm going to give preserve format. Okay, I'll copy these three activities also, and I'm going to comment these two, and we can see how it's giving the value format. I'm going to execute the process. Yes. Now you can see the output is entirely different what we have seen previously. Okay, in the date one, it has a date/month/year, and the date 2 is having a different format. It is a month point, date point, year, and the third is different, and fourth is different, and fifth is different. Okay, so each column, that means I'm not saying a duplication column, except the duplication, each column is having a different format. Okay, we can see how to manage this one. Let me take a screenshot of this one because we need to give a input format of the date. So I'll take a screenshot. Okay, I'll close the window. Okay, so first we are going to change the date 2 because already we managed the date 1. We know it's a slash. Okay, now we are going to see how to change the date 2 column. Okay, because it has a different format. It is month point, date point, year. Okay, So what we are going to give here, show data table, and we are going to use the same, and the second column is 0 1 2. Okay, and here we are going to specify only 2 because each column is having a different values. I'm going to give 2. Okay, and the format is different. It is month, date, year. Okay, month dot date dot year. Okay, I'm going to remove the null value. Okay, and that's all. Okay, we can see how it's going the output. The second, now, this is before the migration. Okay, we will see after the migration. You can see it's changed. The format is changed. Year, month, date. When you double click here, it is a date and time. Okay, and the duplication column, see, it is an object, and the value are the same, but the format has been changed. So this is the way you can able to change the column data type. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon. Your subscribe makes me to create more videos and components. Thank you. Bye.